welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. If you are new and you like makeup, beauty, hair or hauls, then please consider subscribing. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a wear test of the HAUS Labs foundation. So it's this one here. I picked this up at the weekend from Sephora. It was my birthday on Sunday, so I managed to get £5 off and 20% as well. So rather than the usual, I think this is about £43 normally, which is quite pricey, I got it for like, I don't know, 30 something. So that was a bit more acceptable. But yeah, this is the HAUS Tech powered by Fermented 7 Complex foundation. So I have wanted to try this out for so long. Oh, it says there, Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. That's what I was looking for. So yeah, I've wanted to try this out for so long, but the price put me off. But I have heard so many good things about it. I've heard some bad things as well, but mainly good. So it says on the back here, a clean, cutting-edge, long-wear foundation that delivers superior makeup performance without compromising your skin. Infused with 20+ skincare ingredients, buildable, medium coverage, luminous, second skin finish, ultra fluid, weightless formula. So that sounds really good to me. It sounds right up my street, I must admit. I love a luminous finish. Not a fan of dry sort of matte foundations. So yeah, fingers crossed this one will be good. I also had it colour matched as well. There was a really impressive shade range for this foundation. I have to say it went from like super light to really quite dark as well. So yeah, I think it's pretty much, you know, suitable for all skin tones. This is the bottle. It is just stunning, isn't it? This frosted glass in this really beautiful shape as well. And then we have this like chromey lid just here, which, nope, I thought it was a push one. And then we've got kind of like the H logo on the top there. I'll give it a little shake. So I've got the shade 240, which is light, medium, warm. I was quite surprised actually when I had the colour match, because I always thought I was a neutral skin tone. So it's got a pump as well, so we'll just take some out. And this is the tiniest amount, but it looks like that. So it's kind of like runny-ish, I would say. Yeah, so, you know, not too bad. It actually looks like a beautiful formula. I'm so excited to get this on my skin. It kind of feels a little bit serum-y, I would say. Right then, so let's bring you in nice and close and we'll have a look at this foundation. So this is my skin, obviously without any product on. It's not too bad at the moment, actually. I do get some dryness around here, although it has gone down an awful lot lately. I've been looking after it. I've got a little blemish here. Yeah, and apart from that, it isn't too bad. Obvious visible pores, but you know, most people have those. So yeah, so my skin is all prepped. I've done all my skincare a little while ago now, but oops, it's probably had about half an hour to settle down. So I'm going to start off with 2 pumps. So it gives me about that much there. I'm going to take a small brush today and we will try and see what this is like. Oh, it's a nice colour. It looked like really warm on the back of my hand. I thought, oh, I don't know, it still looks a bit dark, but it's not. It goes on absolutely beautifully. It's such a nice formula. As I say, it is really quite serum-like. Oh, just look at that finish. That is so nice. Oh, beautiful. And then, as always, I'm just going to take a slightly damp sponge and we'll just use that to press it into my skin. Oh my goodness, this is stunning. It is so nice. Oh, just look at that. So the glow and the dewiness that comes through that foundation is perfect for me. Sometimes I find them to be a little bit too oily or too dry. You know, even though they do say they're illuminating, sometimes, like the Be Perfect one, don't get me wrong, I do really like the illuminating one. But to me, that is a little bit drier than most illuminating foundations. Whereas this is just, oh, that is just so nice. Perfect amount of coverage as well. I don't like anything too heavy. I can't feel it on my skin. It just feels like I've got skincare on. It doesn't feel like anything at all. Oh, I'm obsessed with that. And not emphasising my dry patches at all. What's that? Bit of fluff. Yeah, and it is a perfect colour match, which, you know, it should be because I had it matched up. But, oh, that is so nice. Right, I'm going to go ahead and apply it to the rest of my skin now. Right, okay, so that's all on now. Oh, this is stunning. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, this is probably, I would say, if not the best, one of the best foundations that I have used to date. I think this is so nice. I know I keep saying it, but it is beautiful. Yeah, it is beautiful. So all over now, that's how we're looking. I just love the dewiness that comes through. Yeah, and the coverage, as I say, is absolutely perfect. Really nice. Right, okay, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead off camera and apply the rest of my makeup and see how it layers over the top. So it's going to be my same makeup routine as I always do. I'm not going to change anything. So that's the rest of my makeup on. It has layered over it absolutely beautifully. It couldn't have gone better, to be quite honest with you. So bronzer, some liquid blush, some powder highlighter, and that's pretty much it on my base, to be quite honest with you, obviously on top of the foundation. And then all I've done is a bit of mascara as well, and lip balm. So yeah, I absolutely love it. I really, really do. I hope it holds out well because yeah, it seems really good so far. So what I'm going to do is leave it on for as long as possible. So probably I normally do around 8 hours, something like that. So I check back in. What is the time now? It's a bit later than I thought, actually. So 12:30 or 23 past 12 to be precise. So yeah, probably about 8:30ish. I'll check back in and we'll see how we're looking. Fingers crossed. I have high hopes for this. Right, okay, so it's now 7 o'clock. So it hasn't been 8 hours. It's been more like 7 hours from, you know, when I first applied it. But it has worn really well. I just want to get it off now because I want a bath. But yeah, so coming up close, this is how we're looking. I think this is incredible. I really do. So there's that cheek there, nice and close. Sort of around my chin. This is where I get the dry areas. It hasn't shown through whatsoever, so that is absolutely brilliant. This spot is going to be a big one, I think. Sort of around my nose here. Teeny tiny bit, but nothing major whatsoever. Even on like the main part of my nose, it hasn't really worn off there either, which it normally would. So there's that cheek there as well. Everything looks, to be honest, as it did when I first applied it. My forehead is probably a bit shinier, you know, it's to be expected, and obviously it's settled into my sort of my wrinkles on my forehead a bit there as well. But that I make quite a lot of expressions, so I tend to get that with any foundation really. I think it looks really good. I am so impressed with it. Just to show you there, 7 o'clock. So yeah, my opinion hasn't changed whatsoever from earlier. I still think it's an absolutely brilliant foundation. By far, definitely I would say, if not my favourite, then in my top 2 favourite foundations ever. I'm super impressed with it. Yeah, trust me to get addicted to something expensive, eh? But yeah, highly recommend it. I can't fault it. I can't say a bad thing about it. So as always, I will link the product in the description box below for you, along with any discount codes as well. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed watching, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean the absolute world to me if you did enjoy watching this video and you would like to see more content from me in the future, and you would like to subscribe to my channel. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye!